And with that, I'd like to bring up from the 3rd Congressional District, who represents the city of Folsom, Congressman Dan Lungren. Congressman.
Thank you very much, Steve. Even though this is a glorious day and a wonderful time, I wish we would take out a moment of silence to recognize the 4 fallen officers in Oakland and the other members of law enforcement who throughout this state and this nation protect us every day. The memorial was held yesterday in Oakland with over 20,000 people in attendance, but I wish we would have a moment of silence in remembering these brave officers. Thank you very much. There are a lot of people to receive accolades for this bridge. One person who's going to speak I want to just single out, and that's Assistant Secretary of the Army, Paul Woodley, Jr. He made a pledge to us that even though this required an amount of collaboration and cooperation among a number of different federal agencies and departments, state and local, that he would see this done. And he told us this bridge would get done before he left office. He's still with us. I don't want him to leave office, but I will say that he is a man of his word. And with all the work that was done, if it had not been for his direction and his personal commitment, we wouldn't be here today. So I hope you'll join me in giving him a round of applause. "14 years ago, my wife was the assistant to the city manager of the city of Folsom, and she was the person responsible for dealing with the public and the press when the gates failed. And new work had to be done on those gates, and they had to close the dam road, as we then called it, as we still call it. A well-deserved name, as a matter of fact. And so I saw from a very personal standpoint what that closure meant to this community, what it meant to this region, what it meant to the men and women and the children working here, how it interfered with commerce, interfered with everyday life, caused traffic patterns to change that affected people where they lived in this area. And it was at that time I saw how important it was for us to have an alternative. And so picking up where others had established the foundations, we made it a commitment that we would work as hard as we possibly could to make sure that this was done, not later, but sooner. And that we would have a spirit of cooperation among our congressional offices, between the Bureau of Reclamation and the Army Corps of Engineers, with the city of Folsom, with the county of Sacramento, and with the state of California. As you look at those interesting wires that are over those fences, you understand why we have to deal with the state of California here in a very special way. The fact of the matter is they all came together and they worked hard. And a lot of people said it would never be done. You could never have the Army Corps of Engineers and the Bureau of Reclamation work in conjunction when they have a number of different projects, but they did. We hope that this will be not an exception, but a model for how other projects around the country going forward ought to be. This is a glorious day. The other times we've had events here, we've had rain, we've had drizzle, we've had long waits, and this time we have a California day, a Folsom day, a great bridge day. Thank you for all being here. It's a wonderful day for all of us. We're all going to enjoy this bridge, and God bless all of you.